Hey YouTube, Rando here. So we got some more finds we wanted to share with you guys that we picked up. The majority of everything I'm fixing to show you came off Alliexpress. I have to thank Cheeky Saver for that one. She introduced me to that website and I've loved it ever since. They have some really cool stuff on there, and it's fairly priced. You know, it's cheaper than anywhere else. For instance, I wasn't going to show these, but I will. I always re-up on these anytime I start running low, because I use them quite a bit. I'll just grab one pack. These matches like this, these cheap stormproof matches, it's the little China ones, and these actually don't look like they have as much sulfur on them as the ones I usually order. Usually they run down to about right there, but whatever. Usually these matches are like about $2 for 25 of them. So this is a 25 round or 25 count box of matches, tube of matches, whatever. And they usually run about $2 a piece. I got these for 75 cents a piece, so not a bad price. I didn't notice, or I'm just now noticing, they don't have as much sulfur on them as the other ones do, but I don't know. We'll test them out and see if they're worth it. If not, I'll go back to buying the $2 tubes off eBay. We got a whole bunch of paracord off there. This is just one hank of it, but we got I think 350 feet, and we ended up still paying less than $10 for all of it. Now, when I buy paracord, if I'm going to make something out of it, I usually buy good paracord. Because when you buy cheap paracord, it'll have bumps in it and knots in it, and it's just not really well-made paracord. I can't say that about this stuff I bought off Alliexpress. It's all good. I ran through most of it. I've made handles out of it so far. I was just going to throw it in kits, you know, because I thought it was going to be some, you know, B-grade paracord, but really it's not. It's good paracord, man. There's no big bumps in it. There's no knots. There's no, I don't know. It doesn't look bad for cheap paracord. Usually cheap paracord, you can tell it's cheap paracord. This stuff, you really can't. It's not that bad. I'll show you a Lowe's find real quick. This is a little mini hacksaw we picked up from Lowe's, and it was in the clearance bin for $2. It was regularly like $7. I actually paid more for these replacement blades than I did for the hacksaw itself. And the cool thing about this thing is once you unscrew this whole piece comes off. So this handle ends up being the biggest piece of the saw. So if you wanted to put it in something, you could. It's small enough that you could tear it down and rebuild it when you need to use it. I actually ended up paying more for these blades than what I paid for the 6-inch saw itself. They only had one in the clearance bin, or I would have just picked up a few more of them and had spare blades, but still wasn't bad even with what I paid for the blades. I think I'm like $6 into that saw, and I'll get some use out of it, I promise you that. The rest of this stuff, I believe, is all Alliexpress. Oh, not the ferro rod, the 6-inch ferro rod. This is a paracord from Alliexpress, so you can see there. No, it's not a pretty job, but the paracord itself isn't bad. Not bumpy or anything like a lot of the cheaper cordage. Thought I'd just show you that. But I got a 6-inch rod, 6-inch ferro rod off of Amazon, and I ended up only paying a few more dollars than what the real free 5-inch rod is. And this is 6-inch by 1/2 inch, pre-drilled. So there's a hole in it about right there, and that's what I did. I just ran the paracord through the hole, so I didn't have to use any glue or anything. Also, Alliexpress has these small ferro rods. Stand up. Has these smaller ferro rods for, it's 6 of them, and it's less than $2 for all 6 of them. Nice and cheap. and I just wanted some small ones I could throw around in kits, and that's perfect. Also, from the same seller, they had these magnesium bars. Usually the magnesium on these things are really hard, and it's just useless. They're not good, so I usually use sparklers, but a buddy of mine was telling me that these cheap China ones they make, I think it was $2, somewhere like that, but he was telling me they're a lot softer now, and they actually work. So I wanted to test one out, so I picked it up. And again, same seller. I was already just having it shipped from them, so I went ahead and bought another perma match. Let me turn this light off. That don't help. That don't help either. I'm trying to kill my flashlight batteries right now, and all my flashlights, and recharge them. Sometimes you have to do that to keep your batteries good. But that perma match was less than $1, so I just threw it in there just to try another one. Last one we tried out didn't work so well. It worked, but once the fluid dried out on the wick, it burned that wick up real quick. It's not like a Zippo. It doesn't have a constant supply of fluid coming up from underneath it, so it burned the wick up real quick on it, and so I quit using it. This, I want to say, also was less than $1. Here's the top for it. It's just a little collapsible cup. If I can get it to stand up right. And like I said, I think this was, I know it was less than $2. It's got a little keychain on it so you can attach it to something. I don't know. I just wanted one. I remember we had plastic ones when we were kids that we would take to Astroworld with us, and I just wanted one, so I picked it up. Also, another fire starter. I wanted to try out a solar fire starter. I've never tried one before. I've never even tried a magnifying glass. So I picked up this little solar parabolic lens, and we're going to test this thing out and see how well it works. Again, less than $2. I want to say it was like $1.50 or something like that for that. So not bad priced at all. Let's see. Oh, door alarms. And I've showed these in previous videos. It's the same exact brand that I bought off Amazon. I think I paid like $6 a pop for them. I had them on Alliexpress. I got 2 of them for less than $5. These things make good trip alarms, believe it or not. If you want to set up some kind of perimeter alarm, as long as it's not raining, you could even use them outside. You know, you could use them as a perimeter alarm to, you know, run a string all the way around your base camp or whatever you got going on there, and set these up. And it's 90 dB, so they're not super loud, but they're loud enough that they're sure going to wake you up and scare off any critters coming at you, or they should, anyways. These I picked up for less than $2. I want to say they were like $1.25 a piece. They're just cool little boxes. I paid like, I think $3 or $4 for that little clear one I got from the Hobby Lobby. I don't even go in the Hobby Lobby or Hobby Center anymore. I just hit up Alliexpress now for all that kind of stuff. But these little boxes, they don't feel like they're real strong or anything. They don't feel great, but hell, for, you know, less than $2, I figured it was worth a shot. But we're going to build some little kits out of them, see what we can do with them. Maybe a fire kit out of one and a battery pack kit out of another one is what I'm thinking for now. And then this last one we bought just so we can do a video on it. This is a little flashlight they sell on Alliexpress for, it was like $1.90 something. It was less than $2 again. But they claimed it was 600 lumens, and it's 1 AA. So I wanted to buy a $2 AA flashlight that claims it's 600 lumens and compare it next to the 100 lumen through night, the $20 flashlight. So we're gonna compare it to the $2 flashlight versus the $20 flashlight, and we're gonna do a video on that. I don't know if we're gonna do it over here on Texas Gear Reviews yet, but we're gonna definitely do a comparison video on the two. And I can tell you, I can promise you, it's almost dead now because I'm killing my AA rechargeables as well. But it is not nowhere near 600 lumens. And it's weird because, like, oh, this flashlight, they claim it's 2,000 lumens. You can get 2,000 lumens out of this flashlight. You just have to buy the extension and run two 18650s in it. and then you can get 2,000 lumens out this ultrafire. So when they claim it'll do 2,000 lumens, one 18650 is not going to get you 2,000 lumens out this flashlight, I promise you. But what they claim you can get out of the flashlight. With this one, I'm not going to say the same. This is just a little cheap LED flashlight that I wanted to test out. Like I said, it was $2 if nothing else. Now I have a flashlight that uses AA's. Because I got rid of my ultrafire that uses AA's. I gave it to a buddy of mine who didn't have a good light. Not that the ultrafire is a great light, but it's super bright compared to this one. So we're going to be doing a comparison video on that next to a $20 through night. And I don't know. We got some more stuff coming in the mail that hasn't came in yet. Alliexpress, the damn delivery from Alliexpress is insanely slow, but it's all usually coming from China or Japan or something like that. So it's coming from overseas. It takes a while to get here. But we've got some more stuff coming in. As soon as it comes in, we'll shoot another video and let you guys see what we picked up. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.